Cheto darpanam marjanam bhavamahadavagni nirvapanam Shreyas vitaranam vidyavadhu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamrita smadanam sarvatmasnapanam param vidyate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Glory to the Shri Krishna Sankirtana, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtana movement is a prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is a life of all the transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Hare Krishna. Yes, Sudhir Prabhu, want to read one or two verses?
Sure, Prabhu. Nam namakari bahudana nija sarva shakti tatra tripi mena smaranena kala etadrasi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi dadrutam idrisam idhane nanam. O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings. And thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction to them for them.
Okay. Ms. Raman, want to read?
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Trinad api sunishena tarur api sahishnu nuna amanina manadina kirtaniya sadahari. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Hare Krishna.
Next, anyone?
I can read Prabhuji. Hare Krishna devotees, downward pranam, all goes to Śrīla Prabhupada. Na dhanang, na janang, na sundaring, kavitang va jagadish kamoye, mama janmani janmani share, bhapatat bhaktir ahoita kitoi. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I can read. Text 5. Ainandatanuja kinkara patitam va vishame bhavam budho kripaya tava pad pankaja stita dhulav satrusha vichintaya. O son of Maharaja Nanda, Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death, and place me as one of the atom at your lotus feet. Hare Krishna.
No one else? Let's read the next verse.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I can read.
Yes.
Nayanam galadashrudharaya vadanam gadgadaruddhaya gira pulakair nichitam vapukada tava nama grahane bhavishyati. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Silas Prabhu, you want to read? Prabhu Prabhu.
Thank you. Jugaitang nimeshana chakshusha pabrishayitam shunaitang jagat sarvang govinda vira hename. O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. Hare Krishna Prabhu, back.
Shlishya padratam pinashtumam adarshanam marmahatam karotuva yatha tatha va vidhatulam pato mat prananathastu saiva naparaha. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so, even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally. Shri Shri Chaitanya Shikshashtakam Ki Jai. Okay, we'll read the Nectar of Instruction, Sri Upadeshamrita by Srila Rupa Goswami. So we read till text 5 yesterday. We'll move on to the next verse, text number 6. Anyone wants to read?
I can read through. Hare Krishna.
Yes, please.
Drishte shabhava janiter vapushascha doshe na prakritattam iha bhakta janasya pasyet gangam bhasham na kholu budbuda fena panke brahma dravatam apagacchati niradharme. Being situated in his original Krishna consciousness position, a pure devotee does not identify with the body. Such a devotee should not be seen from a materialistic point of view. Indeed, one should overlook a devotee having a body born in a low family, a body with a bad complexion, a deformed body, or a diseased or infirm body. According to the ordinary vision, such imperfections may seem prominent in the body of a pure devotee. But despite such seeming defects, the body of a pure devotee cannot be polluted. It is exactly like the waters of the Ganges, which sometimes during the rainy season are full of bubbles, foam, and mud. The Ganges water do not become polluted. Those who are advanced in spiritual understanding will bathe in the Ganges without considering the condition of the water. Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you. Back.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. It's a very nice verse that we should not see Vaishnava based on external parameters. Oh, he is a black body, or he's a white body, or he's a yellow body, or he's tall, he's short, fat, thin, or diseased, or all these are the externals. But for everyone, but especially if one thinks a devotee who is in Krishna conscious position, so he's beyond the bodily designation. So one should not see Vaishnava on these parameters. That's basically an offense, actually. The analogy is given like Ganga. Ganga water always is pure. Okay. Now, Mataji, you want to read?
Sure, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Syayat Krishna Nama Charitadi sitapi avidya pitopatapta rasanasya narochika nu kintav adarad anudinam khalu saiva justa savadvi kramad bhavati tat gada mula hantri. The holy name, character, pastimes, and activities of Krishna are all transcendently sweet like sugar candy. Although the tongue of one afflicted by the jaundice of avidya, ignorance, cannot taste anything sweet, it is wonderful that simply by carefully chanting these sweet names every day, a natural relish awakens within his tongue and his disease is gradually destroyed at the root. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very, very important words. The holy name is all sweet. Krishna's leelas, pastimes, everything is very, very sweet. But why do I don't experience that sweetness? Not because there is a problem in that sweetness of the holy name, but there is a problem in my heart, in my consciousness. It is covered with what? A disease of ignorance. When the patient is suffering from jaundice, the bitter sugarcane candy or sugarcane juice, the sweet sugarcane juice appears to be bitter. It's not a problem with the sugarcane juice or the candy, it's a problem with the patient who is suffering from the disease of ignorance. So now what? Should we stop taking medicines? No. We should continue to take that medicine anudinam. That means day after day. If we continue to take that medicine every day, then one will awaken the natural relish awakens within his tongue. So it takes time because the holy name is the medicine, and so the medicine of sugarcane juice will act and kill the disease of jaundice, and one will be able to experience that swada. But it takes time. So let's read Bhagavad Gita verses. Okay. I'll read from 1426. Who is not read wants to read?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can I read?
Yes, please.
Yes, thank you Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam everyone. Mam chayo vyabhicarena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. This question who is present with a pleasant surprise. Prabhuji, do you want to read or? Okay. Vani Mataji, you want to read?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. निर्वाण मोह जीत संग दोषा अध्यात्म नित्य विनिवृत्त कामा द्वंद्व वैर विमुक्ता सुख दुख समझनैर गच्छन्ति अमृत्या padam avyam tat. Those who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association, who understand the eternal, who are done with material lust, who are freed from the dualities of happiness and distress, and who, unbewildered, know how to surrender unto the Supreme Person, attain to that eternal kingdom. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Anyone else feeling left out? Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, can I read?
Yes. I think Ayana wants to read first.
Yes.
Ayana, you read?
Let you monk.
Read Ayana. Mama wants to.
Mamevansho jiva joke jiva bhota sanatana manaha sastanindriyani prakati stani karshati.
Yeah, read this one.
Oh, the living entities in this conditioned world are my internal fragmental parts. Due to the conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with six senses, which include mind.
Thank you, Ayana. Yes, Renuka Mataji, next.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishto matta smritirjnanamapohanam cha vedaisya sarvairahameva vedyo vedanta kritveda vidyeva chaham. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Anyone else feeling left out? Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I offer my humble obeisance unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudiraye. Before reciting Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisance unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya Bhagavati Uttama-shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtike. By regular attendance in the classes on Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and by rendering service unto the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namo Pankajanabhaya Nama Pankajamaline Nama Pankajanitraya Namaste Pankajangve Namami Damodar Pada Pankajam Karomi Damodar Pujanam Sada Vadami Damodar Nama Nirmalam Smarami Damodar Leela Sundaram. Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for joining. Today is the auspicious day of Ekadashi in the month of Kartik, which is like the icing on the cake. So Kartik is very, very auspicious, you all know. And in that Ekadashi, in the month of Kartik, that's very, very rare. It doesn't come every month like that. So what could be a better way to celebrate this Ekadashi by chanting the holy names and by reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and that too the prayers of Gajendra. That's very, very great fortune of ours. So let's study. We read till text number 21 yesterday. So we were discussing about the obstacles in the worship, like greed, body, mind, relatives, home, wealth, followers. So attachment to all these things leads to problems, leads to distraction, Then Gajendra spoke about the motivated worship, that asking for things, it is not the best thing, but what to do? Where will a child go if he needs something? So Gajendra is understanding that. But the best, Gajendra is also giving the best thing, which is unmotivated worship, anyabilashita shunyam. So ekantino yasya na kanchanartham. We discussed that yesterday, and it's an important verse for those who would like to go deeper. So that talks about unmotivated worship. So let's study further. That is text number 22 onwards. So they're all together. Yasya brahmadaya deva vedalokascharacharaha namarupa vibhedena falgavcha kalaya kritaha yatharchiso agne savitur gabhastayo niryanti samyanti asakrit swarochisaha तथा यतोऽयं गुणसम्प्रवाहो बुद्धिर्मनः खानि शरीरसर्गा सवैना देवासुरामर्त्यात्तिर्यन् न स्त्री न सन्धो न पुमान् न जन्तु नायं गुणकर्म न सन्ना न सन् न चासन् Nisheda Shesho Jayatat Ashesha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead creates His minor parts and parcels. The Jiva Tattva, beginning with Lord Brahma, demigods, and the expansions of the Vedic knowledge, Sama, Rig, Yajur, and Atharva, including all other living entities, moving and non-moving, with different names and characteristics, as the sparks of a fire or the shining rays of the sun emanate from their source and merge into it again. The mind, the intelligence, the senses, the gross and subtle material bodies, and the continuous transformations of the material different modes of material and the continuous transformations of the different modes of nature all emanate from the Lord and again merge into Him. He is neither demigod nor demon, neither human nor or beast. He is not a woman, man, or nature, nor he is an animal. He is not a material quality, fruitive activity, a manifestation, or non-manifestation. He is the last word in the discrimination of not this, not this. He is unlimited. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Wow. So Gajendra is speaking this. Let's study the purport. This is a summary description of the Supreme Personality of Godhead's unlimited potency. That Supreme One is acting in different phases by manifesting His parts and parcels, which are all simultaneously differently situated by His different potencies. Parasya Shaktir Vividhai Shruyate. Each and every potency is acting quite naturally. Subhaviki Jnana Bala Kriyacha. Therefore, the Lord is unlimited. Natat Samaschabhi Adhikascha Drishyate. Nothing is equal to Him, nor is anything greater than Him. Anything, although He manifests Himself in so many ways, personally He has nothing to do. Na tasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. For everything is done by the expansions of His unlimited energies. These are like three verses combined together. And Prabhupada is mentioning that how this verse is actually mentioning the summary of the qualities or the description about the Supreme Lord's unlimited potencies. So we can go the word by word also to meditate upon the different qualities of the Lord. Yasya, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Brahma Adya. So the great demigods headed by not Brahma, Deva, referring to the other demigods, Vedaha, the scriptures, Rig Veda, Samveda, Yajurveda, etc. Lokaha, the different personalities. Now this includes humans, Gandharvas, Kinnaras, Charanas, etc. Everyone. He is the supreme creator of all the expansions, of all the avatars, of all the devas, lokas. Then what about the chara? Chara means chalna. They can move, like referring to the moving. Achara. Can anyone tell anything with chara, achara? Anyone knows?
Trees, Achara is trees, and Chara is all the living entities, human
Yes.
beings.
Yes, yes. I'm looking for a shloka or bhajan or prayer or something. Bhagavad Gita.
Maya Dakshana Prakriti Charachu
Suyate.
Chara.
Very nice.
Okay,
Suyate
Chara.
sa characharam. So chara referring to. So under my direction, this chara and achara are moving, are working. So chara refers to moving and achara refers to non-moving or trees and plants. Nama Rupa, of different names and different forms. So Krishna's names and forms, everything is transcendental. It's not a material name, it's not a material form. Vividena, divisions. Falgava, are less important. Cha, Kalyaya, Kalaya, Kalaya. Kritaha, created. So now, Archisaha, Agnehi Savitu. So as the sparks are created from the fire, then all the other elements, like or the rays of the sun, basically everything is coming from the original source. And that, what is that original source? It is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Buddhi, Manaha, Guna, Samprabhava, everything basically is summon. Krishna is the summon bonum of each and every aspect, each and every part of life. Then someone may say, well, he's is he a male or a female? So he's not male, he's not female. He is not human, nor bird, nor beast. Asura, deva, na jantu, na stri, na sandhu, na puman, na jantu, na deva asura. So all the nisheda, shesho, when all the, we can say neti, not this, he's not this, he's not this. They basically, when we come to an end, oh, is Krishna this? Basically, he is unlimited. He is the last word, as Prabhupada is mentioning in the here. He is the last word in the discrimination of not this, not this. And he is unlimited. So basically, there is nothing separate from the Lord. Because everything is his property, everything is his expansion. So all these words Gajendra is speaking to glorify the Supreme Lord. Now someone may ask this question, well, if Lord is the cause of everything, Lord is the, Chara, Achara, Devas, Asuras, everything, he is the cause, then is he the cause of bad also? Like, is the cause of killing? Someone is killing someone, or someone is looting or murdering and stealing. So let's see who would like to try to answer that. Anyone? wants to raise your hand. What do you say? Is it a cause of someone killing the other person, or like it's the yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah, I would like to try, Prabhuji. So I think that again it depends on their karma, Prabhuji. Since they have come here because we were always over there, and then we have wanted to lord over ourselves, so we have come to this material world. So karma plays a role over there. So based on our karma, the good and bad will come to us. And of course, once we come into the akarma stage, everything we do for the Lord, then we go back to his abode. That's my understanding. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Anyone else? Is Lord the cause of bad?
So Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So we see that Krishna actually involved in everything. Like he also killed a lot of Asuras. He also did the Makhan Chor, Storastakam. So, and in Gita, Krishna said that everything came from him. So definitely, but Krishna did for everything for righteousness, to restore morality and righteousness. But we, as a human being, when do the bad things, there is the minute independence that we use in wrong way, that Krishna did not tell us. So when following the right way, what should be done? Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Any other thoughts, comments around this? So the question is Krishna the cause of everything? Yes. We know, we have studied in the canto, I think 2, that from the backside of Brahma, the demoniac personalities and the demoniac qualities come, like ignorance, etc. So absence of sun leads to darkness. When we turn towards Krishna or towards the sun, there is no darkness. But when we turn our face away from sun, then there will be bad. So now the choice is ours, whether we want to turn towards good, that is Krishna, or we want to turn towards Maya and be in the grip of darkness. As is mentioned in the Prema Vivara, Krishna bhuli sei jeev anadir bahirmukh ateva maya tare de samsara dukh. When Jiva forgets Krishna, then Maya grabs that person and gives a lot of misery. Actually, it's not a misery, it's a corrective punishment to help the Jiva to turn again towards Krishna. So now the choice is ours. We want to turn towards Krishna or away from Krishna. Any other comments, any questions, additions before we move to the next verse?
Yes, Prabhuji, I need a little bit clarification. So we know that Krishna is the only, definitely Krishna has a form, and we see that he has a male form because he said in the Gita that I'm the only Purush, everything is Prakriti. So, but Krishna takes a different form for different purpose, that's his Leela. But here it is said he is not woman, man, or neuter, nor he is an animal. So in that context, how we understand this one, Prabhuji?
Ramya Prabhuji is present. Feel free to add if you would like. The context here is that, yes, Prabhuji wants to, unmuted, yes, Prabhuji wants to say something.
Well, as I think Shivalas is about to say, Krishna is not, here he's speaking about creation, created being. Krishna is not a created being. So all these forms we're seeing, they're all material forms. And everything he's speaking about here is material form. So Krishna has no material form. I think that would be the understanding which we're talking about.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes, same as like mentioned in the, he is neither human. Like we know that Krishna has the in as Shama Sundara, he has that two-handed form, right? So is it not a human form? He doesn't have eyes, he doesn't have nose, he doesn't have ears. Certainly he does. But as Rami Prabhu is mentioning that it is not a material form, it is totally transcendental. So one should not think Krishna as an ordinary male, or an ordinary female, or an ordinary human, or an ordinary demigod, etc. Because it's like, okay, Krishna is male, I am male, I can be Krishna. So that therefore Gajendra is mentioning that you're not like the same as sometimes the word nirguna is used. Now nirguna does not mean that he does not have any guna. Again, he does not have any material guna. So okay, I think we'll move on. Anyone would like to read who has not read for the last couple of days?
Yes, Prabhu. I wanted to read.
Yes, please.
Hare Krishna. Text 25. Jijivais naham ihamyuya kim antar bahis chavratyebha yonya ichhami kalena na yasya viplavas tasyatma lokavarnasya moksham. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. I do not wish to live anymore after I am released from the attack of the crocodile. What is the use of an elephant's body covered externally and internally by ignorance? I simply desire eternal liberation from the covering of ignorance. That covering is not destroyed by the influence of time. Purport. In this material world, every living entity is covered by the darkness of ignorance. Therefore, the Vedas enjoin that one should approach the Supreme Lord through the spiritual master, who is described and offered prayers in the Gautamiya Tantra as follows. Om Ajnana Trimirandrasya Jnana Salakeshya Chakshur Annamilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, who is with the torchlight of knowledge has opened my eyes, which were blinded by the darkness of ignorance. Although one may struggle for existence in this material world, to live forever is impossible. One must understand, however, that the struggle for existence is due to ignorance. For otherwise, every living being is an eternal part of the Supreme Lord. There is no need to live as an elephant or man, American or Indian. One should desire only to achieve liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Because of ignorance, we consider every life offered by nature to be happy and pleasing. But in the degraded life within this material world, from the life of Lord Brahma down to that of an ant, no one can actually be happy. We are making so many plans to live happily, but there cannot be any happiness in this material world. However, we may try to make a permanent settlement in this life for that. Thank you, Prabhuji. Back to you.
What did you understand, Rakesh Prabhu, from this verse?
So we all living entities born in material world because they ignored because of their ignorance, and no one can be happy, anyone and who takes birth in this material world. We all take many plans, all securities, job, all financial plan, everything. We think that if we make better plan, if we do hard work, we will be happy. But Prabhupada is saying here, we cannot be happy, and no one can live in this material world permanently. So by approaching spiritual master, we should understand Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kṛṣṇa, and we should go back to Krishna's place. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, Gajendra is in the very difficult situation. We all know that he is exhausted. He has fought for thousands of years. He has tried to ask for help from his wife's children, relatives, friends, his own strength. Nothing has worked out. Now he's completely helpless, and he's offering these prayers to the Supreme Lord, not to any Tom, Dick, Harry, not to any other Devata, but to the Supreme Lord. And he has been praying since verse number 2 onwards. Such wonderful verses. Well, and now what is he asking for? So number one thing to observe here is that whenever a devotee even asks for something, that's not the first thing they approach the Lord and start to open up their list. Hey Lord, give me this. Even if it is material or spiritual, we should always glorify the Lord first by glorifying his qualities. We should try to memorize some verses like Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Nama Pankajanaabhaya Nama Pankajamalini Nama Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajani. Glorifying Krishna's name, form, qualities, attributes, his pastimes through our Sanskrit shlokas or Hindi or English or Telugu, that does not matter. Krishna hears the language of heart. We should not, first thing is we approach Lord, please give me good this, good that, good this, and help me out, I'm suffering. So he's speaking this at 25th verse. 20 verses of he's just glorifying the Lord, his name, his form, his qualities, his attributes, his transcendental nature. And now what is he asking? Is he asking, just help me out? This Gajendra, this crocodile is killing me. If you don't help me, I'll be dead. He's not asking that. Maybe he's saying, okay, now I'm too old. Give me a better body so I can enjoy. No. I do not wish to live anymore after I'm released from the attack of the crocodile. So the point is that he is not asking for a next body, a healthy body. Okay, now I am old, Gajendra. Next life, give me a better body in some rich family or in some more stronger family so I can defeat this crocodile. No, he's not even asking that. I do not wish to live in the next life as well. Why? Because Prakriti Sthani Karshati. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. Next life, some other crocodile will catch me. Next life, same thing will happen. And that has been happening. Next life, I may forget you. So, what do I desire? I only desire liberation from the covering of ignorance. Covering of ignorance refers to the material covering. And Prabhupada is quoting this verse that the spiritual master helps us to get out of the maya of darkness. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. So one who opens the chakshu with the light of knowledge, and to that spiritual master I offer my Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. So when we are caught up in the blindness of ignorance, but the spiritual master, through the medium of his instructions, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagvatam, so Krishna, Guru, Sadhu, and Krishna, and open up our eyes. The Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam opens our eyes through the medium of torchlight of knowledge, so that we can see things in true perspective. So we should also, in the spirit and the mood of Gajendra, not ask, like imagine if someone is on the deathbed, what will they generally ask? Oh, please help this person so that he can be to good health. That's the most common prayer. Even if someone is 90 years old or 100 years old, or everyone is praying for good health. which is fine. But the point is that even a 100-year-old person wants to live for 10 more years. Even an 80-year-old has a 20-year plan. So when we know that the life is so uncertain, so it's okay to ask for health and this and that. That's fine. But we should. The main thing Lord Chaitanya is also teaching us. Mama janmani janmanishwar bhavatat bhakti rahetu kiti. That's the real thing we should ask for, so that my bhakti is always protected. So that no matter I have to take birth again, or I go back home, back to Godhead, or I'm born as an animal, all that's is secondary. But I always want to be connected to your devotion, your bhakti, because that is the real substance which will free us from the cycle of birth and death. Any other comments, additions, questions?
Prabhuji, I want to do a very basic questions again. I'm also laughing before asking the question. So, Krishna is our Supreme Father. He's always in our heart with us, life after life, as a Paramatma. So, why you have to glorify Krishna before asking for something? When my son wants something, he never glorifies me. He knows that I have a deep relation with him. He just comes and asks something. And divination we fulfill or not, but if he doesn't glorify, so as a Supreme Father to him, why I have to glorify before asking anything?
Why I have to glorify is to express our love. Mata Yashoda, even pure devotees like Mata Yashoda are always glorifying Krishna in the form of songs. Yani yani ha gitani tadbala charitani cha dadi nirmanthane kale smaranti tani agayata. Remembering Krishna and singing songs of Krishna. That's out of love. So a pure devotee is doing that 24/7. But I'm not at that level. So I need to be trained. So we need to be trained. As Prabhupada mentions that training or practicing. Will you not be happy when your son comes or daughter comes and says, or expresses gratitude to you? My father, you work so hard for us. I'm so grateful to you. You work day and night to provide us good food, good books, to pay all the bills. When the son becomes a little mature and really from the heart expresses, when the child is immature, will not understand what the father is doing. But when the son grows up, daughter grows up, will, for those who are parents, mother or father or grandfather, etc., like giving the flower example also is given. From your own backyard, the son or the daughter pulls the rose which you have been maintaining and just nicely says, hey, my dear father, my dear mother, I got this for you for your birthday. Do they need to give that? Do they need to? Does Krishna really need? Do you really need that? Probably not. Lord is not waiting for that. But all these prayers or any article of worship, whether it is words, whether it is lamp, whether it is Damodar Ashtakam, do we need to offer lamp to Damodar? Is he hungry for our lamp? Is millions and millions of sun together, does he want our lamp? No, he wants our love. Lamp or prayers or any aspect of devotion, whether it's incense or food or flowers or fruits, it's a way to to reciprocate, to express our gratitude, to show our love to the Lord. Because now we don't have that spontaneous love like Mata Yashoda. So the acharyas are training us that we better do it. Because towards the material side, we have natural love. No one needs to train us. I'm naturally inclined towards material side. But for spiritual side, you need to remember, you have to offer dandavat, or you have to offer some prayers, or you have to chant attentively. So does that help or complicate? Any other comments or additions?
Prabhuji, also, Krishna, like you said, Prabhuji, one point I want to say is glorifying Krishna is not for Krishna's benefit, or he's not expecting it. It is for our own purification. When we say the name of the Lord out of love, we are becoming deeper in our relationship with Krishna. Thank you.
Yes, that's so true.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay.
I think we also have to note that the Bhagavatam is composed of statements of great Mahajans, great devotees. These are not ordinary devotees. And so these great devotees are teaching us how to worship the Lord. So they're not teaching us just any kind of casual relationship. They're showing us proper direction, how one interacts with the Lord in a mood of service, because this is the perfection. There would not be so much helpful if we were getting the examples of neophyte devotees interacting. As we know, Gajendra was a great devotee in his previous life, but he was not completely pure.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, let's read one more verse. Jyoti, do you want to read?
Sure, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Dandavat pranams to all the devotees. Text 26. Soham Vishvasrajam Vishwam Avishwam Vishwavedasam Vishwatmanam Ajam Brahma Pranatosmi Param Padam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charnaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Now, fully desiring release from material life, I offer my respectful obeisances unto that Supreme Person who is the creator of the universe, who is himself the form of the universe, and who is nonetheless transcendental to this cosmic manifestation. He is the supreme knower of everything in this world, the supersoul of the universe. He is the unborn, supremely situated Lord. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Purport. Sometimes, when Bhakti Yoga, Krishna consciousness, is preached to the common man, people argue, where is Krishna? Where is God? Can you show him to us? In this verse, the answer is given that if we are sufficiently intelligent, we must know that there is someone who has created the entire cosmic manifestation, who has supplied and has become the ingredients for this cosmic manifestation, who is eternally existing, but who is not within the cosmic manifestation. Simply on the basis of this suggestion, one can offer respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Lord. This is the beginning of devotional life. Very, very beautiful verse and very beautiful purport that Srila Prabhupada has given us. So, so for the atheist and who don't want to believe, the main argument that, or the main fact that we have to tell is, whatever this material world or this manifestation is there, it has been created by somebody, and who has done this. So if we just can be grateful for this, that will be the beginning of the devotional life. That's what is coming to my mind. Prabhuji, please elaborate. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mataji. So, again, this point is coming that he is the cause of all causes. And the Vishwa Atmanam. Atma is soul. Vishwa Atma. Vishwa means the whole universe. So he is the one who is running the whole universe. As we know, the Atma is like the driver, of the body, which is the car. So this Vishwa without the Atma is that matter, right? So basically, he is running the whole show. He is the master of the universe. Vishwa Vedasam. So the word Vishwa is quite common here. Vishwanatha, right? Soham Vishwa Srijam. Anyone can tell anyone with Sraja? Sraja? Anything remember with Sraja? Any shloka, prayer, verse?
So in the soul, the Bhagavad Gita, Ajo Nityam, I forgot like perfectly Prabhuji. One second, Prabhuji. न जायते मियते बा कदाचिन नायम भूत्ता भविता बान भूयो अज नित्य शाश्वत यम परानो न हन्नते हन्न माने शरीरे.
So where does Sraja come?
Ajam or Srijam, Prabhuji? Sorry.
Sraja.
Oh.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. The famous verse Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata Bhutanam Adharmasya Tadatmanam Sajamyaham.
Very nice. See, that's how you'll be able to remember more and go deeper. So Srajami, yes. What does Srajami mean there?
I manifest or create myself.
Yes. I manifest or create. So Srajami, surgeon. Surgeon means visarjan, to or sarga is referred to creation. So he's Vishwa Srijam. And Vishwam. Vishwa Srijam, Vishwam. Then he's referring to Avishwam. So now Avishwam, what does Avishwam mean here? That although he is the supreme cosmic manifestation, so he is the creator and he is the Vishwa also. He is the Vishwa Srijam and he is Vishwam. Interesting. So he is the universe also. In one way, his energy is the universe. So, and we have discussed this point that there is, similarities between energy and energetic. So his universal form is this Vishwam. He's the Vishwa Srijam and he's Vishwam as well. Then he's Avishwam. Now, you see, all contradictions come in the world of bhakti. He's at one point Gajendra is saying he is Vishwam, and the other point Gajendra is saying is Avishwam. Avishwam is not Vishwam. That means he is there, but yet he is not there. That doesn't mean he loses his personality, as Shyama-Sundar always relishing the pastimes in Goloka Vrindavan. Vishwa Vedasam. So again, Vishwa coming, that he is the knower of everything in the universe. Veda. Can anyone tell with those Vedasam? Veda means to Vedavit. Veda say to the knower. Vedantakrit Vedavit eva chaham. So that means he is the knower of the whole Vishwa. We have discussed this in the he's the Kshetra and Kshetragya, right? He's the field and the knower of the field. Now he is the supreme knower of the field. The little Atma, I know my soul or the soul knows about the little field. I don't know about what's going on in Rakesh Prabhu's mind. Maybe he's thinking, when will I stop so I can go and take rest? I don't know that. But the Paramatma knows everything because he is the supreme. He is Vishwa Vedasam. Then Vishwa Atmanam. See all the words linked to Vishwa here. That's the beauty of Bhagavatam. That's the beauty of Sri Shukadeva Goswami and the great soul. They sing also prayers in like poetry. The other day we were discussing the word Karanaya. Namo Namaste Akhila Karanaya Nishkaranaya. So word Karana. Here the word Vishwa is common. But he is Ajam. He is never born. Ja means Janma. He is Ajam. Ajam Nityam Shashvatoyam Purano Nahanyate Hanyamani. Referring to the soul there, the soul is unborn. Here, the Lord is unborn. So he's the master of everything. He's the knower of the whole world. He is the universe. He is not the universe. He is the cause of all the universe. Yet he is separate from the universe. He is the knower of everything. And to that Supreme Lord, Pranato Asmi Paramam Parampadam. Parampadam is transcendental. Padam referring to I take shelter of his lotus feet. Any other comments, any questions, additions? We have this devotee, I'm saying this wonderful devotee V there. Can you please tell about yourself? You unmute and speak. VG, I don't know what's your full name. Your nickname is V on this call, so you want to share? Is your name Vishwa Nath? You unmute. Where are you joining from? I'm very happy you joined. Your city or country. Can you please unmute and speak a little bit about yourself?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for joining. Do you live in Tampa?
No, I'm from Pune.
Oh, you're from Pune.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you. What's your good name?
Vinay Singh.
Vinay Singh.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining.
Actually, yesterday I have joined the Prabhu, but today I got late.
Oh, no worries. No worries. We are blessed to have your association. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, anyone has any comments, questions, any additions around this verses we discussed before we stop for today?
I think it's maybe a good question to look at why we know in pure devotional service the devotee doesn't even ask for liberation. So why is Gajendra asking to be free from his body? So one of the important reasons is that he is in what kind of situation? He's in an elephant's body. So more than a human being, the elephant is generally covered with ignorance. Although here, Gajendra is obviously an extraordinary elephant. He's completely aware of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and able to offer these wonderful prayers to him. But still, he feels encumbered by this body covered with ignorance. So, in that sense, he wishes to be in a situation where he can better serve the Lord. Would you agree with that, Shulas?
I agree with whatever comes from your mouth. You're our teacher. Thank you, Prabhu, for sharing that. Anyone else has any other comments or questions, additions? Okay, so we will pause here and continue tomorrow. Grantraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Shri Radha Damodar ki jai, Shri Shuddha Damodar ki jai, Shri Gajendra Moksha Stuti ki jai, Shri Kadashi Titi ki jai, Shri Kartika Mas ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktarinda ki jai. Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhubhyo Vacha
Patitang Pavanebhyo Krishna Panamanama. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.